welcome to Colwich Junction, and it's a really warm welcome to you. Thanks for taking the time out to view the channel. I hope that you're all staying safe and getting through this difficult time as best you can. Firstly, I'd like to say a big thank you to everybody on the Dean Park Facebook page, with some advice and help from some of the guys on there. I've got both of my Class 37s running beautifully now, thanks to a tweak of some of the CVs. Every day's a learning day, and the sharing of the information and help is really well appreciated. So thanks to everybody who helped out with that one. You know who you are. Well, as you can see from the shots on screen now, quite a lot has been going on over the last month or so. I've been doing one of my favourite parts of modelling is actually creating a landscape and making the landscape mould itself around the railway, or vice versa, depends on which way you look at it. So quite pleased with the results so far. A long way from being finished, still learning and practicing with static grass. So all I'm going to do is pretty much run you through what I've been up to. There's nothing groundbreaking here, so I'm not going to go into great detail with how-to videos, because you all know how to do it, and there are plenty more videos out there that are better than mine, and some of the instruction is absolutely great that's going on out there. I'm going to give another shout out to, if you haven't checked them out, check out I think it's John at Piccadilly Sidings. Some of the groundwork that he's been doing with the scenery of his station area and bridges is fantastic, especially if you're on a budget, which I guess we all are at the moment. So yeah, check him out. There's some good stuff on there. Over the Easter period, I managed to return my first Class 66 to Hattons and received this one. Unfortunately, this had a host of things wrong with it, not just the wobbly running, which I know you can sort by taking the axle boxes out, but this one had got a whole host of things wrong with it. I genuinely think that this one had been returned by somebody else and it had just been sent out to me. I don't know if that's true, but very disappointed, and left me scratching my head. This one too has now gone back. Nothing too revolutionary with creating the hillsides here. It's constructed from cardboard and newspaper with mod rock over the top. What I like to do is cover the surface before I put the mod rock on with some masking tape or duct tape, which especially if you're creating an embankment, they're quite uniformed and they don't really have that many lumps and bumps in them. So I find that using the tape sort of takes some of the irregularities out of the finish that's created. There is also some polystyrene underneath all of this, but I hadn't really got much of it, which is unusual because normally there's loads of it kicking around. But I suppose with lockdown and things like that, bits of wood and bits of polystyrene sort of things that are floating around are in short supply. But yeah, all fairly straightforward stuff, and quite pleased with the results. So following on with the age-old tradition, I'm just brushing on some watered down PVA onto the hillside, which has been painted in a earthy hue from Wilco's. There you go, if you like the colour. I don't quite like it when I put it on, but I think when you've added some of the scatter, it doesn't look too bad, because the land around here, the geology, it's basically sandstone based. So I'm trying to copy that, if you like. It might be a little bit light for the sandstone, but I think it works quite well. I've got loads of Woodland Scenic products left over from when I was doing my Engage layout, so I tend to just mix up little batches of it in that ramekin dish that you can see. I just put a bit of everything in there, some soil, some ballast, and different colours, and I think I get away with it most of the time. Again, up here we can see I've got loads of Woodland Scenics. This underbush is particularly good when you put it on and then sprinkle some of the yellow flower scatter on the top. It's quite good at representing gorse bushes, which we seem to have a lot of alongside the line around here. The next thing I'm going to be looking at is trees, but I'm unsure of where to go with that at the moment. But yeah, I'm researching trees because they've got to look right. I'm just going to carry on lightly on these bits. These bits aren't fixed down, as you can see, just because I'd seen other channels where people have left them as they are in the real railway. They're never all pristine and in place. They're often left uncovered and broken, and so I want to try and create a little bit something like that, but I'm going to leave these loose. I'm not going to glue them down, because at some point in the future I may want to cover it up and try and do something a little bit different, but for the time being I just want them loose like this. I was using a really good concrete colour, but I ran out of it. I can't think who it was made by now, but I ran out of it, and I got some Tamiya and some Tamiya paint, and it's actually I went to a Hobbycraft, and I was looking for a colour for the portable units that are over by the depot, and I couldn't make up my mind what colour to do it. And I said to my wife, "What colour do you just pick a colour for me, will you?" So she chose this colour, and it's actually a pretty good concretey colour, although the units don't really look like they're made out of concrete, but it's just all to do with the weathering I've added to them, I suppose. But yeah, I quite like that, the way that it looks, and it will do for the time being. I've got some more of the dapple overheads cantinery to come, so those will be going in as soon as they get delivered, which I know the Royal Mail are extremely busy at the moment, so it's could be any time soon really, but no great rush. I've been using the dapple stuff, as you know, if you've watched any of the channel before, on my ScaleModelScenery overheads. I've been modifying them and using them, so I'm quite looking forward to getting those. And if you look on the dapple website this month, they've got a bit of an offer on their cantinery wires. They're quite cheap this month. Well, quite cheap. They're a bit cheaper than you'd normally pay. So I've gone mad and bought some wires as well. The modern security fencing that lines the main line just down the road from where I live, at least it's green on these shots. It seems to be everywhere, and I understand why they have to put it up. I don't really want to model it too much because it detracts from the scenery. So what we've done is put some some of this lovely scale model scenery wire fencing in, and then we're building up a diorama where it's going to be replaced with the modern palisade security fencing. So, but I really like the old looking stuff. So along the length of the line here, it's starting to come together now. The track's weathered. It's all weathered with powders. I have got an airbrush, but I haven't got a compressor small enough to get up into the loft, so I tend to do most of my weathering, as you've seen, with the brush. I did have someone ask me where did I get my tunnel portals? Well, they're actually Pico ones, believe it or not. Once I nearly sent back because I couldn't believe they were £6 and absolutely rubbish. But they were kicking around in the garage for quite a while, so I thought I'd have a go at bracing them and trying to weather them. And I'm reasonably happy with the way they've turned out. But I'm sure there are better options out there. Work's continuing with the cantinery and the overhead cable alignment along the different parts of the line. Pretty much all in their final places now. I've still not decided on some of the cable routing. It's an area I think is neglected in modelling. I know it creates difficulties with maintenance and track cleaning and all the rest of it, but I think if it's done properly, it's great. If you haven't checked out Ratting Road, please do. Jack, who is working with some of the Pico stuff on there, is doing a fantastic job, and I'm finding it a real inspiration watching some of the work that he's doing, which keeps me wanting to carry on. You know, keeps me wanting to achieve what I'm trying to achieve. There's some good stuff going on there. But that's about it from me. So, as ever, stay safe. If you're working in these current times, stay safe, and hopefully we'll all get through this. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.